Hello, everyone. How's it going? Marta, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. There it is. Okay, I'll give everyone a couple minutes just to flow in. Obviously, this is recorded as well. We find most people watch the recordings back, so we won't wait too long. But the first thing we're tackling is the very exciting 60 million SQT Consumer Awards program. So I know a lot of people will want to be catching that part. So I'll just give everyone a couple minutes. If you're in the chat, feel free to say hello. Okay, just give everyone one more minute to come in and then we will kick off because we've got quite a bit to cover today. Okay. We will get into it. Firstly, for anyone that might be new here, my name is Brittany. I'm the head of marketing here at Subquery. We're also going to bring in a lovely guest tonight, which is Marta, our head of business development. She'll be coming on very soon. But welcome. We're in May, almost halfway through 2025 already. Crazy. The years just seem to go faster and faster as I get older. But it's been a great year for us already and no slowing down. I will move straight into the big topic, which is our 60 million SQT Consumer Awards program. But I won't say too much. Let me get Marta on. As I've said, she's going to cover off this as it's her baby. And then maybe I'll add on anything at the end if she's missed anything. Welcome, Marta.
Thank you, Brittany. Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. And it's so great we have this community call on the first day of this program. So this program starts 1st of May. And for us in New Zealand, it's already 1st of May. And this is the biggest campaign ever for Subquery. It's 60 million SQT allocated to builders community. We are excited about it. We hope it will drive the growth of the network, which is our focus. And we wanted to share the news with you, and it's just a perfect day to do it. So this is a program that we planned for 12 months. So this will be lasting entire year until the end of April next year. However, the sooner you jump on board and deploy your project to the network, the higher are your chances to get rewarded. And we are rewarding projects for the data consumption on Subquery. We are rewarding projects which are using Subquery network for the data needs. And this means that actually projects deployed on the network can not only cover their indexing costs, but maybe even earn on top of that. So we know that indexing is in many cases not that cost efficient, and we wanted to change it. And we also wanted to drive the growth of the network and onboard more exciting projects on the network. And each month in this entire year, we will reward top project owners for the SQT spending. We have a public leaderboard that will track all the SQT spending, and it will be dynamically changed. So you can check your rank and you can check if you are in the top projects group. And we will award project owners by the end of each month. I think in the first week, if I'm right. Yeah, first week of the next month, we will distribute the rewards. We have 60 million SQT total for the entire year. This is huge. The pools will be different, so they will increase slightly over the year, the reward pools for every month. And which is also very exciting, we have pools for both Subgraph and Subquery projects. So we'll be rewarding also those developers who want to deploy their subgraphs onto the network. So both pools for both type of projects. And yeah, here is the example of how we will distribute the rewards pool from month to month. As you can see, we'll start with 4 months, each with the exact amount of rewards for both subquery and subgraph projects, and then we will increase the ratio between subquery and subgraph to complement subquery users, because this is subquery network and we want to reward them twice as much, but everybody is welcomed. And as you can see, the longer the project, the whole program lasts, the more exciting rewards are. But the sooner you will join, the more chances you have to get rewarded. So I think there are opportunities in every month here. And we also, will be reviewing the program. So we also allowed ourselves to even maybe increase the rewards if we wish to do that. So this is what we planned for this year, and we're super excited also to not only, guys, for you to hop on the network, but give us also feedback about this program. And yes, rewards will be capped. So we'll start with 5 project owners, and another cap is that you can be rewarded with 10 times your SQT spending. So it's 900% APY. So pretty exciting. And of course, obviously, the rewards are also capped by the size of the pool each month, right? But yeah, we put a lot of thought into it to make it an exciting and fair project. And also rewards will be distributed proportionally between top owners, depending on their exact SQT spending in that top owners group. So here you have this scenario where we have top 5 owners and they spend 1,000 SQT in a month. This is, of course, hypothetical amount. And the reward pool for this month is 10,000, which means that each of them will get 2,000 SQT as a reward for this month, which is 20% of the entire reward pool. So pretty simple, pretty fair, because we really wanted to make sure that the reward is proportional to SQT spending of a certain project owner. And also, just because I'm talking project owner, you can deploy a lot of projects on the network, and we will calculate and add all the spending across different projects per owner, right? So you can be rewarded as an owner for 5 or 10 or 15 projects, depending on how many you have and how many of them are eligible. So eligible projects are those that we know some information about. So they have to provide their name, they share their website URL, share social media channels, and most importantly, we just need to know that we are solving a real problem for a real existing project, and we want to be sure that we know the source, so we can match a project API and the source of the request to our network, right? We want to make sure that this is like a real thing, and this will make an eligible project. If by any reason you have some problems with this eligibility, you can reach out to us. When you are creating your project on the network, there are a lot of fields, not a lot of them, like a few, but they are there for you to provide this information, like your GitHub repo, right? This is a big help to establish this connection, your project name, your website URL, your socials, and here you go. And we also invite you to say hi on our Discord. Say, hey, we deployed the project, and this will be easier for us to find you and easier for the node operators to pick up on indexing your project, right? So don't forget about joining the Discord. And here we have a link to our landing page, a page dedicated to consumer rewards program. And all the rules that we've just described are described in a greater detail. And this is the place where you will find the leaderboard. So right now we are just starting slowly, but soon you will see some data here and some action going on. So feel free to have a look and let us know what you think. And we're really looking forward to be a part of this program and benefit from using subquery as your data indexer.
Beautiful. Thank you, Marta. And just to touch on a couple points you made there. So firstly, Marta was talking about the eligibility, and if anyone does have any issues with verification, to reach out on Discord. There's a specific channel called Consumer Rewards Verification, I believe, under the Subquery Network channel on our Discord.
Yeah.
So go in there if you have any questions. And something Marta mentioned earlier on, which is, I think, very key, is that it all starts today and it goes for 12 months, and maybe people will take that for granted. And, you know, over the next 12 months, they'll definitely deploy onto Subquery. But it's so important or key to take note that the sooner you do it, the more chance you have of earning higher rewards, because the pool is smaller. We're expecting the program to ramp up. People are going to be constantly joining over the next 12 months. We're constantly going to be spreading the word and doing marketing and BD around it. So if a project gets in now, whether it's yourself or a project you support, they're going to get a bigger piece of the pie in those early months. Awesome. All right. Thank you, Marta. Beautiful explanation. See ya. And yeah, we wanted to go quite deep on the details of the program there. As I mentioned at the start, this stream is recorded. So that's now a shareable video that you can share, where we know you're very loyal Subquery community members, but we're well aware that you're probably part of some other really, really cool crypto projects out there. So if you are, and you haven't already, ask the team, if you can, what indexing solution they use. Find out, share this link with them, share the whether it's this video or the link I've just shared in the channel or our tweet announcements. There's plenty of information out there about the program. If they are using the graph, as Marta mentioned, there's a rewards pool for subgraphs. They don't even need to migrate. They can deploy the subgraph as it is onto the Subquery network and earn rewards. Cover their costs and earn rewards on top is the potential. So why waste money? Like, we know infrastructure can be expensive. This is here to solve that and will be a godsend for a lot of people. So we're very excited about that. I will cover off a few more things. So the 10-day consumer rewards bonanza, this is going to be in Zeli, and I will just link our Zeli quest board in the chat here as well. This is for our non-technical community members. So we're aware that this 12-month program is for consumers, it's for developers, it's for builders. But we know there's a bunch of you that are super creative, talented, intelligent in completely different ways in our community, and we want to get you excited and activated and have the chance to earn rewards as well. So we want to kick this off right now as well. Same day as the launch of the program, we're launching this Zeli Sprint. I've just linked in the chat our Zeli quest board to go over, have a look at the first day. So every day for the next 10 days, there's going to be one quest released. That quest might have a few different parts. Some of them are creative, some of them are based on Twitter, some of them are based on having fun with us within Discord. But they're all different, fun, exciting. 10 days, one quest a day, very easy to achieve. And the top person at the end is going to earn $1,000. It's going to be 500 in SQT, 500 in USDC, and there's going to be $500 spot prizes going out as well, because there will be some, like I say, creative quests or opportunities where people might like stand out or be extra helpful or something. We'll want to reward you as well. So it's going to be very fun. I'm going to be heavily involved. A lot of it's going to take place on our Discord. So if you're not on our Discord already, make sure to get on there. And yeah, we're excited. Whether you're technical or you're non-technical, this consumer rewards program kickoff is going to be a lot of fun and going to be for you. There's a bit more detail. Like I said, 10 days, 10 quests, explain the rewards. You'll see the leaderboard on Zeli. You can see on the right-hand side, Bonanza day 1, 2, 3, 4 through to 10. So every day a new quest will go live. So make sure you check. It goes live at, I believe, 1 a.m. UTC every day, but for at least 24 hours, if not longer. So just make sure you're checking every day and you'll have a chance to do the quest. Okay, moving on to a few updates from the last month. Very exciting things. So 283 supported networks we're now at. We're going to be at 300 in no time. As always, we have that QR code on the right for you to scan or pass on, or we can share a link for you if you know networks that need infrastructure. Maybe they're brand new or they're launching mainnet or something and they want infrastructure partners. We are there to help. If they're EVM based or substrate based or Cosmos based, we can usually add that support very quickly. One of those chains that we've just added support for was Duck Chain. Marta also featured on an X-Space with them, and they're a cool team. We've been working with them closely since we added support with them. So if you know of anyone building on Duck Chain or a multi-chain project that wants to expand onto Duck Chain, they can use Subquery for their data indexing to access and query their on-chain data for whatever dApps they're building. Another awesome chain that we support is Sonic. So for anyone that doesn't know, it's the old Phantom chain, but it's been revamped. So they've got a massive following. They've got heaps of builders there. We've been working really closely with their team. They're a great team. Planning to host an X-Space with them coming up soon as well. There's just a big event, Token 2049 in Dubai going on right now that most people are at. But after that, next, I want to say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, May 6th to May 8th, will be the Sonic Summit in Vienna that Boris from our team will be attending. He'll be heading over from Germany to Vienna, and he'll be excited to meet anyone that's there. So let us know, our European community. Definitely hit up Boris and have a chat, or if you know any Sonic teams, let them know to hunt out Boris, because we're ready to put him to work and chat to as many people as possible. Next, so this is on our customer side of things now. So Amber Marketplace built on Archways. It's Archway's premier marketplace, I believe built by the Archway team. They have been using Subquery but for 1.5 years now. We have some stats here. We've been working closely with them for, almost 2 years now. They've processed over $300,000 of transaction volume using Subqueries, powering their data. It's a 100% customized solution, as is Subquery being such a flexible toolkit for everyone. It's customized to whatever your use case is. And that screenshot on the right there where you can see, it's a little small, but you can see the indexer code, the Explorer screenshot, and the final visual result of the actual UI or the website or the app. That's what we've started doing in our case studies recently. So we're getting a bit deeper, a bit more technical. It's very shareable, these case studies, so people can really see how it goes from what Subquery does to what a normal average user sees on the front end and experiences. And, when you see numbers or charts or visualizations, now you know, oh, that's probably powered by an indexer and hopefully powered by Subquery. Subquery network stats, Era 62 we have just completed. Looking healthy as always. What can I point out here? We can see the total SQT staked has gone up by 6.7%, I believe it is. The median APY for node operators, it's still at around 140%, is still massive. Delegators, 16%. If you are holding SQT, there's no reason to hold that in your wallet. Go and stake or delegate, which is our word for staking, on the Subquery network. It's very easy. Just pick your favorite node operators. There's some criteria you can look at to help you decide, and stake that SQT on there. So, you're receiving rewards as you go. And we hope with the expected growth of the network with this consumer rewards program, it really is benefiting consumers in the first instance, but it will have a beautiful flow-on effect to the node operators and the delegators, because ultimately the Subquery network is growing. Multi-chain rewind. This is a super cool product feature that we recently released. It's all about our multi-chain indexing, which is where you can use Subquery to index data from multiple different chains. So Sonic, Ethereum, Cosmos, a Polkadot parachain as well. Pull all that data into a single database, which is very cool and exciting for developers, because otherwise you need an individual indexer for Sonic, Ethereum, Polkadot parachain, and Cosmos. Now that can be all within one database. Now, we've had that feature for a long time. It's something the Graph can't do and a lot of our competitors can't do, and something we're very proud of. But it came with some initial limitations, like indexing unfinalized blocks. We had that feature on single chain indexing, but we didn't have it on multi-chain indexing. But now with this rewind feature, you can index unfinalized blocks, which was a really sought after feature for a lot of our customers. So we're excited to release that one. Ultimately, what it means with the multi-chain rewind is that there's no need to re-index everything from scratch. You can rewind to the relevant block that whatever happened after that block is what you want to look at. You can rewind to that specific point, and then you only need to index from there. So it's a lot faster, and it ultimately brings multi-chain indexing much closer to feature parity of single chain indexing. Behind the node, so every now and then we will highlight some node operators on the subquery network. You guys might have heard of DAppLooker. They're actually a fairly well, they're a small team, but they're a well-known team because they do a lot of work on a lot of different networks, a lot of different data platforms. They're running nodes. They're very experienced. They go to a lot of blockchain events. Myself and Marta have met them in person several times. They're great guys. And we've just released an article highlighting the DAppLooker team. They've got advice for new node operators. It's a pretty cool read. So go check that out if you haven't already. And up to our subquery member of the month for April. This is a shout out to, I believe it said Nguyen. Apologies if I've said that wrong, from Vietnam. Super passionate community member, always active, always vocal. You'll probably hear from him in the 10-day Consumer Awards Bonanza because he loves a Zealy sprint and gets very vocal. Sometimes maybe a little too passionate, a little bit, and we don't always condone that. We don't want any of our community members going head to head and whatnot, but we do want to acknowledge Nguyen for being such an active participant in the community, and we're doing that with $100 SQT bonus, so well done. And as we always say, if you want that $100, it's pretty easy. Jump into the community, get active, maybe have a really active participation into this 10 days Consumer Awards Bonanza on Zealy. Be super helpful, positive. We're always looking to highlight someone cool. You don't have to have been here for ages. You can be brand new. So yeah, jump in and maybe you'll get to be the May Community Member of the Month. Mouthful. All right, we're almost at the end now. So we have our Zealy code word. That's Consumer Awards. Nick actually created that code, and I was thinking people might guess that one. It's pretty topical. So if anyone managed to guess it, well done. If you didn't, Consumer Awards, all one word. You can see the capital C, the capital R, but it's not case sensitive. You should be fine to enter it in whichever way you do, as long as your spelling's correct. You should have those points. Okay, that brings us to the end. If anyone has any questions, feel free to type them into the chat right now. Also, whether you tell me now or later, if you want anyone from the team to do a guest appearance on one of these calls, let me know that as well. We have the lovely Marta on, and I love getting her in to feature, and she loves being here. But I can always try and wrangle a Scott or an Ian. You know, they are developers, heads down in the code, but I can pull them in if anyone wants to meet or have a chat to them. But yeah, I think that's us. If anyone has any questions and you haven't managed to ask them to me now, then just flick them in the Discord channel or Telegram. If you prefer Telegram, then just head over there and send some questions through. Happy to help answer there, since I don't think we have any questions in the chat right now. But thank you everyone for joining. Have a beautiful day if it's morning, a good sleep if it's evening for you, and everything in between. And we'll chat to you soon. Goodbye.